And for this one, you're also going to want to make sure you get a lot of rupees as well, too, for before going into Dungeon 4.
Okay, I just had a peek at Dungeon 4 and holy shit, I just found something that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, just wait till we get to it. Alright, now for this spot right here, so pretty much now in the second quest, you're gonna find out that this recorder is actually a lot more useful. You are a secret passage. And in there, your third heart container. So this is the last heart container that actually changed its spot from the first quest. All the other 2 heart containers are still in the same spot as they were from the first quest. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and tackle Dungeon 4. And for this one, this is the one where you actually need the power bracelet for. And before you get to Dungeon 4, pretty much up here to where, like, Dungeon 5 used to be, if you keep climbing up these ladders, it is now a fairy fountain. So pretty much it kind of makes me wonder that even the developers knew just how hard Dungeon 4 is. But let's go in.
Oh man, I'm so scared.
Yeah, here we are. Alright, so what we're gonna need to do first, so we're gonna need the candle in here. So, you see these bubbles? These are the normal bubbles, so like I said, pretty much if these bubbles touch you, you only lose your sword for like a short while, but you can still get it back afterwards.
It's not bad, I'll take that.
Yeah. However, now if I was to go to this room to the right,
oh no. Is this the one?
orange bubbles or red bubbles, however you want to call them. Now if they touch you, I cannot use my sword at all. So if they touch you, you lose your sword permanently. And the only way to get it back is one of 2 things. If you go up in this room, here are the blue bubbles. Now if you get a blue bubble to touch you, there you go, you get your sword back. Now another way to get your sword back, if a red bubble touches you but you don't see a blue bubble, drink a potion. If you drink a potion, then pretty much you also get your sword back that way as well too. Wrong.
You trying to kill this?
I mean, to be fair, like, you know, if I could actually kill Dig Dogger with the candle and everything, that would be awesome. But yeah, no, I can't. So pretty much, like, yeah, I gotta kill him, like, you know, with the sword and everything, or at least, like, you know, with the recorder and bomb. Hey, fairy, thank you.
You know what? What was his name? I forgot.
Dig Dogger.
Dig Dogger. No, not him. The one with the 4 heads that look.
Oh,
like,
Gleeok?
Yeah. You know what he reminds me of?
What?
That hard boss from Mario Bros. 2 USA that I fucking hate.
Yeah, I could, yeah, honestly, I could definitely see where you're coming from with that.
You know what I mean? Fry Guy? Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
Fry Guy.
Oh, Fry Guy? Yeah, I could definitely see where you're coming from with that one.
Okay, he's not bad the first time when he splits into 4 little Fry Guys.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but when there's only 1 left, that's when I lose my patience.
Yeah, pretty much some call me Johnny, like, put it best and everything, like, when you get the Fry Guy and such, and, okay, that was my fault.
Come on. Fuck this, and then,
okay. Alright. Now, for this one, like, you know, if you don't care for the compass and everything, like, you know, don't bother coming into this room and such, but, pretty much if you do want the compass, then, yeah, you are gonna actually have to kill, like, all these enemies and such. Flip. Okay. And there we go. Alright, actually it wasn't all too bad. Alright, now we gotta be careful with this one. Yep, there's the red bubbles as well. But at least they're actually kind enough to put like 1 blue bubble in here as well too. So yeah, pretty much if I was to get hit like that, okay, no biggie. All I gotta do is just like get a blue one. And try to avoid a dark nut if I can. There we go. So as long as we try not to get hit with the red bubble too much, we should be okay.
There we go.
Ooh, okay, I'm a little surprised I didn't get hit there. Eh, fairy, I'll take that, okay. Up. Nah, whatever. Give me, yeah, I'll get hit like this. Alright, now for this one, we are going to need to go over here, because this is where one of the dungeon items is at. And again, we got a mini-boss, this time another Aquamentus. And that was easy.
Yeah, he's always pretty easy.
Yeah. Alright, now this room right here is where the dungeon item is. So we got our usual 2 guineas, 2 keys, and 2 pole voice.
Pole voice, we gotta be careful because these guys, like I said, pack a punch. So.
Whoop. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I'll take the heart. And yeah, pretty much as you can hear in the background, yeah, that's where like the boss is over. That's where the boss is at too. But we're actually nowhere near the boss just yet. So like, yeah, we can't even battle him just yet.
How many hits do the pole bosses take? Because
in terms of the white sword, I want to say maybe like 5 or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, actually, if we run into another pole voice and everything, I'll start doing a count and see like, yeah, how many hits does it take with like, you know, at least with the white sword and such, because like. Usually by this time and everything, I already got the bow and arrow and everything, so I don't know, like, how many hits, like, it would take if it was, like, the Master Sword or something, or at least a magical sword. But I do know with the white sword, like, yeah, it actually does take a couple of hits if you don't have the bow and arrow and everything.
And we got the Bible, so we're good.
Yeah, pretty much we got the Bible, or pretty much as known in North America, a book of magic.
because we can't let religion get into our video games. Who the hell cares?
Yes. Alright, now, pretty much, like, right here, this is an invisible wall, and this is one of those visible walls where I said, like, it's a one-way wall. So, if you want to go up there, there is a place to where, like, you can actually upgrade your bombs from 8 to 12, if you want to do it for 100 rupees. However, if you don't have enough rupees and everything, I would say don't bother with it, because, like, yeah, I never really bother with it all too much myself, so pretty much, yeah, don't bother with it that much.
Alright, I was gonna make a joke, but never mind. Because of the Bible, you know.
Oh, that's alright.
Viva! Viva!
Viva! Viva!
I'm gonna go piece of the Republicans because apparently now it's cool to basically have religion everywhere now. And I probably just offended somebody, so I'm sorry.
I mean, like, to be fair and everything, like, you know, pretty much like, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, it's their loss and such. Whoop.
Oh, geez,
okay.
Yeah,
okay, so for these ones I do want to kill, because, like, this room actually does leave a key, and like I said, you do need to get as many keys as you can in the second quest. And luckily I do have a potion, so, like, if I actually do need it, like, you know, I'll use it and such, but I'm gonna try not to use it if I can help it. I just need one more. So yeah, and pretty much much like with the white sword and everything, like I'm not gonna be able to get the magical sword not until after Dungeon 5 actually. And fairy, I'll take that, thank you. Whoop, nah, whatever, take it. Hey, I got the heart back, thank you. All right, so we got the key. Let's move on. And we got some shells. Okay. Yep, that was my fault. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna want to go over here. And alright, here's the pole voices again. So, alright, let me take care. Alright, I'm gonna take care of the mummies and the bats first. And then pretty much, like, we'll start counting and see, like, how many hits does it actually take to, you know, kill a pole voice with just a sword. So I'm gonna try not to let him give me too much. I'll take a bomb. Pretty much, you actually do need these bombs. Alright, so now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so pretty much I was right. Yeah, it takes 5 hits to kill them with just a white sword. I don't know if it's any different, like, with a magical sword. I assuming that, like, yes, it is. But, like, I don't really know for sure exactly.
I can't even imagine how much it takes with a wooden sword.
Okay, honestly, if it takes 5 with a wooden sword, then I would imagine that it would probably take 7 with a wooden sword.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on.
Yep, moving on. Alright, so for this one, alright, you're gonna want to push this, and I'll come back over there later. You're gonna want to bomb this wall right here. And there's a dongle that you do need to kill. Again, if you don't really care for this, if you don't really care for this item in particular, then I would say, like, skip it and everything. But, pretty much, if you do want to get this item, then yeah, you gotta need to kill this dongle, and you gotta kill some more blue dark nuts.
I remember, like I said, don't try. Oh yeah, they're moving faster than I remember.
Yep. Honestly, yeah, it does seem like they are moving a little bit more faster now that you mention it. Whoop.
No light so far, thank goodness.
Not yet, yeah. Whoop. Excuse me, folks. Whoop.
That is.
Okay.
I visit Mr. Gannon in the hospital. I see him most every day.
Whoop.
And when I see Mr. Gannon in his hour of love, this is what I hear him say.
And there we are at the map. And today we got the letter D. So yeah, this dungeon brought to you by the letter D, standing for Dark Nuts. Alright, actually I'm gonna go down here real quick.
Hello there, everybody. Today I'm going to teach you a whole bunch of things for you. Look and listen closely, okay? Yeah, that's my poor Grover version. Grover's a difficult voice.
Pretty much he is, yeah. Yeah, pretty much for Grover and everything, like, yeah, you really gotta, like, try to get his voice down pat and such.
That's why so few people can do the voice, like, you know.
Yeah.
Grover is a very difficult character. But at least Bird is pretty easy.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I think they're... Okay, no, you do have the bomb. So, okay, we're gonna bomb this one. I want to get my candle ready, too. Because up here, coming soon, just gotta... Alright, so pretty much, like, there are only, like, 2 locations within a whole entire dungeon to where, like, you get, like, some old man trying to give you, like, tips and such. Nope. Okay, let me try...
And there's one that has,
okay,
like,
actually,
a
you know what?
funny line that...
Alright, actually, you know what? Yeah. I'll go up right here.
If you go in the direction of the arrow.
Alright, actually, this thing is it's actually very helpful for reasons you'll actually see very later. Actually in the next one, and you're lucky I don't have my sword, because I can't stab you, but... If I was to drink a potion...
I know what you're gonna do.
Take this! Yeah. Alright, but now, in this one...
Oh boy. Leave your life or money.
Yep. So, pretty much, like, okay, there are actually 3 locations, like this, in, like, the second quest. There are only 2 are mandatory, 1 is optional. This is the mandatory one. So, pretty much, if you do not have 50 rupees, then you can either do 1 or 2 things. If you want to make it extra difficult for yourself, go ahead and give him your heart container. But if you don't have 50 rupees, then all you have to do is either go back the way you came, or bomb this wall right over here, and then, like, get out of the dungeon and get as many rupees as you can. But thankfully, since we have 50 rupees, we can give him the 50 rupees. And the blue ones I don't mind too much, because, like, yeah, they can't really take away your sword. Alright. So now, as we come up to this dungeon real soon. Alright, let's try to avoid... Yeah, let's try to avoid the red ones if we can. Okay, alright, actually, you know what? It's not too bad. I could go right back and get a blue bubble.
So annoying that you can't use your goddamn sword.
Yeah.
For permanently, you should say. Oh, blue bubbles.
Yeah, yeah, permanently. Which, yeah, like I said, like, you know, I wasn't too worried about that because I knew where the blue bubbles were, so... And I already used my key, too, so all I gotta do, like, you know, is just try to, like, make it to that door as fast as I can. So, alright, whoop. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Alright, we got another dig dogger right here. Let's... You know what? I'm still gonna do it. This might cost me the game a little bit, but I'm gonna do it. Ooh, very. Okay. Alright, now this one, for once in your life, do not get the Triforce just yet. Because there's actually another dungeon item that you actually do need, and it's right above this wall to where the Triforce room is. So if you had the Triforce and everything, you have to go back to this dungeon just to get this item and such. So let's go ahead and get it right now. So as we go over here, first we gotta battle some more Dark Nuts. So at least this time it's the orange guys, so I don't mind them too much. And hopefully maybe they'll drop me a bomb as well too, if they can. If they can, then I'm gonna have to try really hard for this strategy to work. Okay. Alright, actually, you know what? I could give this next strategy a try then. Let me give something a try. Cause I actually saw a YouTuber do this one time and everything before I was getting ready to stream. So let's see if I can try to pull it off. Alrighty. Alright, that worked. Okay, good. So pretty much what he did and everything, like what I saw him doing and such, is that like yeah, as soon as you place the bomb and everything right near where the dongle is, go ahead and play your recorder, and pretty much by that time, like, you know, the bomb's already gonna go off, and like pretty much like, you know, pretty much the dongle will already be stunned. And as I said, like if you stun the dongle with the bomb, and pretty much like you're always gonna get a bomb back guarantee no matter what, like that. Well, actually, I don't think he left me a bomb that time, but... Alright, right here, this is where you need to get the dungeon item, and you gotta battle Dark Nuts and Pole Voices once again. So, yeah, if you can at least try to do this strategy and everything, you'll be alright with the Dark Nuts. Ooh, actually, yep, there we go. Perfect. I need that. And Fairy!
Fairy!
Oh my god, parrots! Alright, I would kill the Pole Voices with these.
Oh my god! I must be the computer! My crazy ass!
My crazy ass user, Mr. Crocker!
Yes! I'm Mr. Crocker! Using my website fairies to reveal that one! I love this voice, you know?
Me too. And pretty much, like, it's a little interesting that, like, you know, that's actually the same voice for Spyro and Laszlo from Camp Laszlo, actually.
Yeah, Carlos Sadorowski, I think that's his name. Yeah, Carlos Sadorowski,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's his name. And pretty much as you just saw right there, we got the raft. So pretty much you know what that means, and you probably already know where Dungeon 5 is going to be at. So now that we got the raft, now we can finally get to Triforce with these. Alright.
There we go.
Yep. Alright, now before we get to Dungeon 5, there's actually some more items that we do need to get real quick. Actually, technically, there's only like one mandatory item that we do need to get, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that right now. And while I do that, I'm also gonna go ahead and grab myself another heart container as well too. So, like I said, there are only like two heart containers in the overworld that have not changed their locations. So pretty much now that we got the raft and everything, I'm pretty sure you guys already know like where this one heart container is already gonna be at and such. I'm also gonna kill as many enemies as I can too to get some rubies. And there's my other cat. I know, I'll kill you too.
Pretty
Pretty much Bort was just like, you know, oh, well, I mean, you're the only blue lever left in the whole world and everything, and berries! And you really shouldn't be, you know, alone and everything, so you know what, I'm just gonna kill you and put you out of your misery.
That's
berries!
sad.
It kind of is, yeah. But now with these groups of blue Octoroks, I'm gonna kill them anyway because I'm an asshole.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
It's a snapshot.
I'm taking a picture of a very sad mama.
I'm taking a picture of a very sad mama. That's what good little cards do. That's what Papa teaches kids. Just pretty much take pictures of sad parents. Alright, so yeah, here's one location to where the heart container is still there. So once we get that last heart container from level 5, we'll go ahead and get our magical sword. I'm gonna kill these enemies too for some extra rupees. We'll take a bomb too. And here's the other heart container. Like that heart container is still there as well too. But we need the step ladder for that, which we actually cannot get till level 6, actually. Yeah. So pretty much for the time being, that heart container is just gonna be left there all alone. All right, now for this one. Alone. All right, now for this one, you're already gonna want to get some arrows.
Finally, thank goodness.
Yes. And yeah, pretty much there's a reason why, like. There's a reason why I waited till this long to get the arrow. Because guess what the dungeon item is going to be for level 5?
Bow and arrow?
Yep, the bow. So pretty much unlike in the first quest and everything, you literally had to wait, like, you know, 4 extra dungeons and everything till you can finally get that bow. And pretty much, and yeah, I'm also going to show you what else you can use this recorder for.
Oh!
Yep. More secret patchaways. And pretty much as I was telling the viewers, so pretty much if you was to use the recorder and everything, instead of taking you to the dungeon entrance to where, like, you know, the the new dungeons are in the second quest, instead what it does, it takes you to the dungeon entrance to where the first quest was, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So pretty much like, let's say, like, you know, if I was to use the warp whistle right now and I want to get to dungeon 4, well, pretty much like, instead of going to, like, at the exact entrance to dungeon 4, it'll take me all the way to the fairy fountain where the lost mountain is, because basically, like, you know, that was the because basically, like, you know, that's the nearest dungeon, or at least that's the nearest location to where the new dungeon is and everything in the second quest.
Alright.
Yeah. I'll kill you. Alright. And remember that bush that you were telling me about, Bonnie?
Yep, I remember.
Now we can go in.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. So pretty much there's some location to where, like, now instead of using the flute, actually instead of using the candle, you have to use the recorder on and such. Alright, so pretty much we got everything that we need to do, and I'm actually feeling confident with the potion we got right now. So, actually, you know what? No, let me actually show something a little bit cool. Something that, again, I know that, like, probably most Zelda fans already know, but for those that don't, I'll go ahead and show it off real quick. So, pretty much, if I was to go into a potion shop. So, here's the original potion shop right here. Alrighty. So, alright, watch what happens. Alright, watch this blue medicine real quick. And watch what happens when I buy another blue medicine. You get the red potion.
Oh.
Yep. So, pretty much if you already got a blue potion and everything, and all you need to do is just buy another blue potion, and pretty much there you go. There's your red potion.
Alright.
Alright, so again, now that we got everything that we need, so here's where Dungeon 5 is, right where Dungeon 4 used to be, actually.